Namaste everyone. So now let's continue further with the story Who Will Be Ningthou. Their beloved king and queen had three sons, Sanjoba, Sanyaima and Santoba. So the Ningthou and Lema have three sons, Sanjoba, Sanyama and Santoba. 12 years later, a daughter was born. She was named Santobi. She was a lovely child, soft and beautiful inside. She was loved by one and all. So the king and queen have 4 children. They have 3 sons and 1 daughter. So after 12 years, a daughter was born. She was named Santobi. And she was really good at heart. She was a pure soul. Everyone loves her a lot. The years went by and the children grew up well. And then one day, the Ningthou called all his ministers and said, "It is now time to decide. The Tungi Ningthou, the future king." So the years went by. The king starts growing old. So he naturally starts worrying about his kingdom. So one day he calls all of his ministers to the court and says that it is now the right time to decide the next king, right? Who will be the future king, who will come to the throne after me. The ministers were shocked. But oh Ningthou, what is there to decide? Sanjoba, your eldest son, will be our future king. Well, the Ningthou replied, that's how it happened in the old days. The eldest son always became the king. But times have changed. So let us select a king who is most worthy of becoming a king. So when he called his ministers that now it is time to decide who will be the future king, the ministers were quite shocked. Why? Because the ministers had 3 sons, right? He had one eldest son whose name was Sanjoba. So after him, it is Sanjoba who will come to the throne, right? It is always the eldest son who comes to the throne. So the king replied that was how the king was decided in the older days, but I don't want to do that. The eldest son always becomes the king. But now the time is changing, right? So we should select a king who is most worthy, right? Who is deserving. So whoever deserves to be the king should be made the king out of the 3 sons, and they should come to the throne. We will have a contest to select the future king, the Lama said. And so in the land of Kainglipa, there was a contest, a horse race. Whoever reached the hongnam, the banyan tree, first would be declared Tungi Ningthou. So the Lama said that a competition was going to be held, right? They were going to keep a competition to select the future king. Right? So they wanted to test that who is the rightful heir after the king. So they kept a contest, and that was a horse race. Whoever reached the banyan tree first would be declared as the future king. Now the king wanted someone who was kind and empathetic to rule the kingdom. So a competition was being kept. So now out of the 3, who will win the competition? We'll be reading about that in the next video, so stay tuned. Thank you so much.